Well, I became interested in collecting vintage cars probably very young, however I had no money to buy them. I was interested in cars back when my dad had an old A-model Ford as our family vehicle, and I helped him maintain it. Of course, it always needed some baling wire or something, a flat tire or something going on with that car. So I've always liked cars. Right after I sold the company, I went out and bought my first vintage car, which was a 1929 Cadillac Sport Coupe. And the thing that attracted me to that car was it was my age. And it was kind of interesting that we were both the same age. So I knew how its aches and pains felt, and I tried to doctor them up and fix them up. This is my favorite car because people that see it are so fascinated with it. They enjoy it, and I enjoy it, therefore. It's a 1927 Cadillac. It's one of 8 made, based on my best research, in 1927, with the decorations that this car has. And it's kind of like a prototype car. It was made special for Cadillac's 25th year in business. Cadillac made their first car in 1902, so 1927 they had a big celebration, and this was the car that they rolled out and said, this is the future of Cadillac. And prior to that, cars were more of a utility thing, and this car changed that image from utility to beauty. And this car is really a piece of art. Well, first of all, I'm an engineer. Secondly, I'm kind of a history buff. I'm also a great believer in free enterprise. And I think the automobile industry in this country is such a great example of free enterprise. We started out with hundreds of people building automobiles in their garages. And some of these companies grew to be big companies that are still in existence. Of course, a lot of them fell by the wayside. But it's a great example of what free enterprise can do when it's let do its thing. The automobile industry in this country has such a rich history, and I just love to help preserve that history and pass on to future generations the ingenuity, examples of the ingenuity and the creativity of the entrepreneurs that went before us. Now, I haven't driven my cars a lot on long trips. I did drive that red Packard out in the state of Washington on a tour of about 800 miles one year, and that was a lot of fun. But it's a lot of responsibility when you take an old car on the road. You never know when something's going to happen. It's like, like an old man that's 75 or 80 years old. He can get sick any time, and that's the way these cars are. You never know what's going to happen. And if you're a long way from home and a long way from a garage and you've got a car that won't run, it's very frustrating, very stressful. The thing I enjoy most about showing cars actually are the young kids that come up and ask questions about the cars. What is this? What is that? How does this work? How does that work? And a lot of people don't like for kids to get on the running board and touch the car. I don't mind that. They can get in the car and blow the horn and get a feel for it, and they just love that. And I enjoy doing that at shows with the kids.